here I go. I'm going to read some more love poetry. This is from In the Streets Between Wormholes. This is a sestina. With the purity of love, an unencumbered heart I give to you, to soar upon the endless seas of time, with countless stars like garlands in your hair, and the sweetest scent of eternal spring as you float weightlessly on solar winds. How soft and fresh are these winds that hold us safe as one within our love. How sweet this dew that bathes this virgin spring, this kiss upon your soul I give to you. And my need to caress your fragrant hair grows stronger as we both are lost in time. How moves this sea as does time, riding the waves of astral dust and winds, tossing us entwined as does our hair, enraptured as we coincide our love. For you are more myself as I am you, this bursting forth of life that cries in spring. How does my heart shout this spring, forever, now and in a distant time, for everything I am the you that carried me so far wrapped in these winds. This siren song is sung about our love, so subtle as is light shine on your hair. Heaven's stardust in your hair as does a meadow's morning mist in spring, then with the sun a rainbow's arch of love, and such a moment we will freeze in time to carry with us suspended in these winds. For all there is to see is there in you. We and us and I and you, our skin, our eyes, our touch, our smell, our hair, this constant rolling ocean and these winds, ever-expanding bounty we call spring, this continuum that blesses us through time, the gift of life we share to be in love. You are rapture that is spring, a fine hair suspending our world in time, with winds to gently sway us within this love. This is another sestina. Such flight these wings do carry, this breath so deep, the passage to thy grace, a garden rich with knowledge, pure for all who choose to walk this path to see your face. This light, how gloriously it does burn, the unity for all of us to learn. And what is it that we learn, thus freeing the burdens we all carry? It is our selfish vanity we must burn, and then still ourselves to find timeless grace. For those of us to see in every face, yes, reflection, it does affect us all. All for one and one for all, this the lesson of unity to learn, that we see in ourselves when face to face, every conscious moment we must carry in order for our hearts to meet thy grace. For this is the fire within that must burn. how this flaming bush does burn, the light within the mind within us all, this spark, this consciousness of endless grace, the fruit from the tree of life where we learn, this burning bush not consumed we carry. As long as it burns, we're face to face. When I look into your face, such searing light, and yet it does not burn. Every day in my heart I must carry the goodness that is always in us all. And when I find I'm hateful, I must learn to free myself through your infinite grace. For it is this very grace, the mirror I shall see in every face, the human being to be, I must learn. Of petty wants and hatreds, I must burn within this gift of life for one and all. Love from the purest heart I carry. Thy grace is the light I burn. Thy face will be the mirror of us all. I learn through the modesty I carry. Those are unusual structures. The ending words repeat 7 times. In a pentameter, you begin with 7 and you go to 10. And then the last envoi has 2 of the words in 3 lines. What's fascinating about the difficulty of its structure is it really forces you into places you never even entertained going when first sitting down to write, quote unquote, a poem, or to write anything for that matter. I'm going to leave you with this epic love poem. I'm a junkie for your love, needing a fix, the enraptured elixir of your endless spring, the scent, the taste, the smell, the lust, embodied within your robust physicality. The nuzzle of you at the nape of my neck, arms around me, binding us so together, not letting go. Then letting go in order to make me crave your return. Passion dripping with each synaptic snapshot. Cruel torture, living within fragmented memory to memory, not knowing what is real, what is fantasy, whether I will ever see you again, and yet I see you always, this dance before me, spread open and inviting. This wine I drink, this nectar so sweet, so selflessly offered to my lips. Every portal open for me to feast upon, a cornucopia of endless possibilities, such aroma, this bonding glue between us, inseparable, timeless, though fleeting, until joined again, mutual, divine. How many vessels through creation have delivered us to consummate this primordial hunger, only to be satiated within our commonality, our need to be cleaved, then rendered whole by the other, joined in spiritual embrace, shared only by us, bonding within this perpetual moment, this marriage, this unity, this static perfection, now and forever. These vapors rising, permeating every corner of my being, such distillation coalescing, heart with soul, blades of grass bathing in the glory of dew, bending under the teas of spring, primeval deep roots, firm, sated within liquid essence, rich and moist, such humor to be sucked through the ardor of life, unfolding before us as does a flower, heliotropically, splendiferous, the glory of life itself, the ticking of the clock, the space between rhythm, syncopation, juxtaposed the uniform, suspended between heartbeats, breathing within the spectrum of light, morphing colors, bending with nuance, solar winds carrying astral dust, pixelating all who come in contact, communications, distant lives refreshed, ebullient with promise, rich with fulfilled wishes from futures past, waiting to give hope, the stuff that dreams are made. Rain, succulent droplets, pitter-patter, tap, tap, tapping, breaking perfect, anointing a parched psyche, quenching, unrelenting thirst, life splattered. Facing the mirror of my physical reality, looking deep into younger eyes, such a rude awakening, this torrent pouring from my soul, perpetual rejuvenation, refusing to accept the dryness of aging, this outer package fleeting in spite of this inner youth who won't go away, who continually magnifies all that is possible. Must I deny this mirror, reflections whether in glass or your eyes, reminding me of time versus the static perfection, vitality, ageless, enduring, unending, immutable, always succulent droplets, perfect tap, tap, tapping, pitter, patter, splatter, unrelenting thirst, life, only to finally evaporate, to be no more before my eyes. Lips soft, tender, vulnerable, yet willingly showing selfless desire, telegraphed, unrestrained need. Then you speak. Silence of which all unfolds, stillness profound, unmasking inner workings, true feelings, awesome darkness never ending, of which sparks ignite, of which light emerges, of which consciousness unleashed is pure, lifeful, perfect. Lust attracted, I turn towards the burn, censoring need, unfathomable, unrelenting thirst, reaching for you. Oh, the heat, such craving, merciless, remorseless, shameless, voracious hunger, this predatory beast, this unyielding need, unquestionable, raging desire solely for climax, regardless how fleeting, this self in self-absorbed glory. Transference, exchanging point of view, ourselves experiencing the other side of witness, coinciding sense memory, the lifeblood of our being, to inevitably, indelibly render us as much the other, as much ourself. Shadows, your light, gone. Alone, in the dark, I see my own reflection. Recollections, reliant on synaptic memory. Not the lush physical factory immersion, entwined, entangled, knotted, inseparable. Oh, just to smell you again. Taste the odor of your essence. Withdrawal is hard. Sideswiped by the emptiness, your wake spreading as does infinity. A hole to fill with all my heart, not knowing just how long or part. Don't know how deep or how to start. But dig I must. Fragility and urban plight, no matter how or what to fight. I wish I may, I wish I might. But dig I must. This yearning so rewards to reap, to climb this hill that is so steep, no matter how restrained my feet. But dig I must. To look upon such luscious treats, rich succulents and tempting feats, to conquer gold, the gold one meets. So dig I must. And when you come, how rich will be such wine to drink on bended knee, with eyes not shut, and you'll agree, for dig I must. It was your body, not your heart, so freely given from the start. And as I savored every part, you led me to believe. The manner how you showed your grace, the bliss that shined upon your face, with eyes wide shut in every place, you led me to believe. Such wondrous rapture we did share, ourselves so open, all to bear, endless bounty everywhere. You led me to believe. But too soon your precious gift, no longer certain, set adrift. What I thought began to shift. You led me to believe. The one thing that just wasn't there, a growing love to count on, share. Reticent, your heart, not there. You led me to believe. So grateful for this sexy lunch. Very filling. I loved a bunch. But without your heart, I feel the crunch. You led me to believe. Thank you. Thank you for another evening of sharing. Please come to the Howland every second Friday. Hopefully this COVID-19 nightmare will finally be put to bed and we can commiserate with each other once more. In lieu of that, we now have these virtual programs. This will be put up on YouTube. You can find it. And with that, I bid you adieu. And I want to thank Jess Patak and Anthony Manick. And my name is Hayden Wayne.